We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw it. Minshew. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Dolphins.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Webster, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Hightower on the stop.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Webster, and some space here. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
21. Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's good.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
21-0 our score after 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mixon on the toss right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss, tackled there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Webster. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. Webster, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Webster, and he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Webster, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
On second down now, it's Webster. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Makes it third.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Webster. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, it's Webster. Breaks free again, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll try the left side. Webster. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll try the left side. It's Webster, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Here we go.
Minshew sets to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. 80 weapons. Nice.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to left side. Webster. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Webster. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
On the tackle.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 68 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
That's the score. Dolphins 31. Jaguars 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On first down, Webster. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Number 30.
It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
4th down.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. 31. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
On the tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Minshew.
45-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. 4 yards on the
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A draw play for Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially. At the
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll run on first down. It's Webster. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Third down.
On third down, Webster. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try the left side. It's Webster. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
The running back.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Myles Jack.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
And goal.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Jaguars 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon, 82 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. On the return comes Webster. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Webster. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. When that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
70, Indy.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
At the 24-yard
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.